began our video on gender and society by asking that group of K through 5th grade students what their favorite color was to see if gender played a role in their selection of a color. Interestingly, we didn't get the stereotypical boys pick blue, girls pick pink. We had a variety of different answers. It is worth noting, however, that pink and purple were only picked by girls, and blue and green were only selected by boys. Except the lime green girl. She was an outlier. A lime green outlier. For our next group of questions, we asked the same K through 5 kids, along with some college-age students, about various occupations and what gender they evoked. We hope this would show if certain occupations were gender stereotyped in our society.
Boy. Both. I'm being boy. Boy. Boy.
Guy.
Guy.
Male.
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 Guy.
Ladder.
Boy.
Guy.
Boy.
Girl. I would probably say girl. Boy. Girl. Both.
Female.
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 Girl.
Girl.
Girl. Girl.
Girl.
Girl.
Next, we wanted to see what college students believed it meant to be a man or masculine.
Like in high school, boys are allowed to stay up later, or out later, and girls usually have like a sooner curfew.
Just to do all like physical activities, be outside and stuff.
Your boy is more masculine and kind of outgoing, maybe a little bit more inclined to get in trouble, and kind of just more of a hard man, not a soft one. Boy.
Means you gotta be brave, courageous, strong.
Means that you have to step up, be a leader, take on the responsibilities of a man, like leader, the man of the house, take control, help people out, I don't know.
For me, to be a guy, it means that you got to be masculine and, I guess, be protective and not be scared. You can't show weakness.
To me, it means that on the weekends you'd be lazy, have a few drinks with friends, and watch football.
The next morning when you're walking back, it's not a walk of shame, it's a walk of fame.
As seen in these clips, we got pretty stereotypical answers about what it's like to be a man. Answers such as masculine, physical, strong, and protective. For the next questions, we asked college students what it meant to be a woman. These answers were more varied and were less stereotypical.
It means to have some control. That other people will take care of you and kind of wait on you.
Well, girls have boobs and a vagina, and they get their periods and have babies.
So they have biological female features.
Well, you have boobs, and you get a period, and you have a vagina, and you have babies.
Being 5 feet tall is acceptable.
Perfume.
It's probably pretty tough because it seems like girls have to spend they spend a lot of time like getting around and like dressing up and stuff, and it's just.
Be feminine is more kind of relaxed and not so hardcore and intense with some things. I think maybe a little bit more composed and nice.
You have a lot of emotions and you cry a lot.
Strong. Strong and kind of more supportive.
Masculine. Usually guys are masculine and they're really strong and mean. I don't know.
Like a big, strong man, tough guy. Lineman. Full hair.
Muscles. The color blue.
In conclusion, it has become obvious to us that men and women are different. Though women have a more prominent role in the workforce, jobs have become more unisex. Occupations still seem to be gendered.
Although in our video it was not obvious whether or not one gender was viewed superior to the other, they were definitely viewed differently. This raises the question, is different equal?
Thinking back to the gender stereotyped occupations we had in our video, it's a lot more than just simple one-word answers of boy-girl for an occupation. My first year out of college, I actually worked in a steel mill in a department that was 100% men. And it wasn't a company policy that, only men would work there. But I know when I was employed, just joking around with all the other guys, they told me there were no girls there because it was too dangerous of a job for them to work. They just didn't see women as being able to handle the job we were doing. And then also here at Co, our head cross-country coach, my boss, she's a woman, and she's the head coach for both the men and women's program. And lots of times, we'll go to meets, and no one has a hard time believing that she's the ladies' coach. But when it comes to the men's program, lots of times other coaches will assume I'm the men's coach and she's the women's coach. Or, when she asks for results at the end of a race, they'll say they're only for the head coaches, for the men's race. And she'll have a hard time sometimes convincing people that she's actually the men's coach. And that has to be hard for her. She's been the head coach of both programs for 16 years now, and she still has to explain herself.
Personally, I feel that each gender kind of feels the need to fit into their specific gender stereotypes. I know, particularly in college, men and women both feel that they have to fit into their gender in order to fit in with the community. Particularly in this group, I was the only female, and I know that I felt the need to prove myself to the group, kind of in an academic sense. And I think a lot of times females feel the need to prove themselves in more of an academic sense, while men feel the need to prove themselves in physical competitions or situations.
As I think back to my own childhood, there was a lot of blue that I used. My bike was blue. I had a lot of blue toys. I remember playing with a blue Power Ranger. I dressed up as a baseball player one year who wore blue. My little sister, she had a lot of toys that were like dolls and babies. She did a lot of dress up. One of my aunts gave her a dollhouse full of Barbies. So I think growing up, stereotypical toys are a big part of our lives, even though we don't think about it.